because we are broadcasting. You guys are in our studio. Alrighty, good evening. I'm loving the crowd here this evening. Rob gets the crowd on Tuesday night, and then by Thursday, it's me and the camera, But I know there's loads of you watching, so I'll always do a good show, and tremendous love to all of you out there. But I'm happy to have you here all with me this evening. It's been another wonderful day at DuePoint. I don't know if you guys have been following it on your dashboards, but we've just had the most incredible day all day long. Nationwide, as DuePoint is spreading across South Africa, it is so exciting at the moment. The last couple of years have really built to a crescendo here, and it's exciting to be part of that. But this evening, ladies and gentlemen, if you're brand new, I need to tell you about DuePoint so that you can get excited too about what we're doing here. To start with, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. That's important for a couple of reasons. One, so that you know that we're a homegrown South African company. We're not from overseas. This is a locally managed, funded, and built business. In addition, we're a public company listed. You can find us on the JSE, and we are a licensed and listed life and short-term insurance company. So we're not agents, we're not intermediaries. I've had all sorts of things recently, people thinking we're like a brokerage. No, folks, we are one of the only 14 licensed insurance companies in the country. And we've been around since 1952. That makes us 68 years old this year. That means we're also not new. Because that's the thing. Many people go, but I haven't heard of DuePoint before. Yeah, and you'll understand a bit better why after this presentation. But one of the things we are not is new. This is homegrown South African stuff. We've been around for a long time, and we wanted to be part of the solution. About half a decade ago now, we formed the DuePoint division off of the back of a growing problem that we could see. It was one that most South Africans didn't want to hear about. In fact, even today, I was struggling with a South African trying to get through to him the reality that South Africa is in financial crisis. We have, in fact, been in financial crisis for a long time now, but everybody has been sticking their heads in the sand, so to speak, to pretend that they weren't. What is financial crisis? Well, it's for us on the ground mainly individuals in an economy that's getting smaller every year, in an economy where jobs don't exist, and those that do are short-term lived. They're all of us are standing in the unemployment queue. At some point or another, we're going to reach the front of it, and it's an environment where we cannot control our income. None of us here today can control our income, whether we're employees or business owners. There's no way of you stepping out of this presentation tonight and increasing your income tomorrow. There just isn't any way to do it. In South Africa specifically, but as I've read more and listened to more during the course of this week, it's really a global phenomenon at the moment. The old ways are no longer working. What are the old ways? Well, traditional employment is the main one. It's not working anymore, just about anywhere in the world, as well as this thought of, well, I'll get re-educated and then get a new job. That just is not an option for people. And then, of course, the other one that I hear was, well, I'm going to just work hard and get a promotion. Not in a recessive economy, ladies and gentlemen. In a recessive economy, every year there's less jobs. Every year we're in more and more trouble. We can't control our income. This is a problem, and we've had it for a long time. The other thing is we can't control our expenditure. Our expenditure is absolutely out of control at the moment. If you've been following me through the course of the year, you know I've been giving you that basket of goods demonstration, and every month this year it's been going up to the point that after the first 6 months of this year, that basket of goods has doubled in price. That's 100% inflation in 6 months. Now, I know they're going to tell me officially that the inflation rate's like 6 or 7%. That number hasn't been right for 20 years. We've been looking at inflations as individuals on the ground at around 20 to 25% per annum for the last 20 years. This is not me making this stuff up. Go Google it. Go and Google it. The economists will tell you the numbers that are given by government don't look at the numbers of you and me on the ground. How do we control our own expenditure? They say, just cut back, cut back. You can't cut back the basics when the basics keep increasing in price. But we don't have the ability to increase our income to meet that increase in expenditures. That's what crisis looks like. And that is exactly where we are now. It's where we've been, in fact, for I would say the last 2 decades. But really, in the last year, we've started to feel it. There were 7 petrol price increases last year, and there have been 4 so far this year, with a 5th one on its way. Let's just add that up. That's 12 petrol price increases in 2 years. 12 petrol price? I don't think in my entire life there were 12 petrol price increases before 2018. I don't think so. I mean, a petrol price increase was something that came along every half decade and everyone was horrified and shocked and made headlines. Now they don't even mention it in the paper. I'm not even certain if all of you know that there's been 4 petrol price increases this year. That's what crisis looks like. And we had to solve this problem. We realized we needed to solve it as a corporate half a decade ago because we would go down too if our customers continued down this crisis path. And so we created the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is a simple system. It asks you to contract with us as a wealth engineer. And as a wealth engineer, we're going to ask you to do one simple thing. It's a 21st century thing. It's connect South Africans to us via our technology. Not selling, not presenting, and not peddling products. None of those things we want to do. None of those things I wanted to do when I was part of the formation of this business nearly half a decade ago. I didn't want to be selling things. I didn't want to be in rooms trying to present to my friends when they were meant to be at a bride at my house. That's not what I wanted to do. And that's not what we ask you to do as a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. We ask you to use our technology just to connect people to us. By doing that, you create a greater market share for us, greater platform of distribution for us, into which we're able to sell our products and create revenue. From the revenue, we're then able to create for you wealth. Wealth is recurring income. It's income that's there every month. It's not income on transaction. Income on transaction is cash that vanishes. You've had it all before. When you've had to sell things, you get your packet of groceries, you sell it to your friend, you get cash, the cash disappears. Next month, you've got to go and beg them to buy again. The other thing is we didn't want any speculation. Speculation does not create financial certainty or circumstance change. What's speculation? Cryptocurrencies, forex trading, gambling, any one of those? Those are all, they can be legit, but they are speculative. You cannot control the outcome. We wanted something that created controllable, recurring income. Because if you can get income every month, despite your circumstances in that month, that means you can be sick, you might not be able to work the system, whatever, but your income is assured. Well, now we have the ability to change circumstance. Now we have the ability to properly create financial freedom. That's what we wanted to build, and we did. We built it off of the back of our financial services products. They all run on automatic debit orders, and every month that those debit orders run, your income comes in. You do not need to chase after your friends to buy again each month. Now you get steadfast income. In fact, just this week we paid our returns and rewards. I must have got 5 phone calls within about 10 seconds of pushing the authorize button. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, people like crying with joy. Because in their whole lives, they've never created the income they were able to do here at DuePoint. I mean, it's becoming more and more of a reality at DuePoint. It's absolutely incredible that I can push the authorize button and have phones ringing to say, thank you, I can make it to the end of the month. Thank you, that's just changed everything about my circumstance. That's what we do here at DuePoint. And we built the system in South Africa for South Africans. That's the thing. We have many people through this presentation. And you'd think that there's an endless list of circumstances, but there aren't really. There's probably 9 or 10 categories of circumstances that we're all living in. And so we have the same responses, about 9 or 10 responses to why we don't want to do this. The main reason is because we've heard of all the stories before, people losing money. And that's where our stigmas come. But folks, we haven't built one of those things. We've built something that was designed for us right here. What do we know about South Africans? We don't have time. So people say, Brendan, I don't have time for this, I'm too busy. Congratulations, I understand that. That's what makes you South African. It's a cultural thing. I'm teaching my children not to have time. They're not home yet from school. They left at 6:45 this morning. I'm teaching them that we don't have time. They haven't made a cent of wealth the whole day though, but they've been busy. Too busy to do anything else. Now, folks, we understand. So we built the system to account for that. In our technology, and our technology is quite remarkable, we'll leverage your time. We'll leverage it in a way that you can actually create wealth 24 hours a day. That's something you can't do with any job. That's something you pretty much can't do with anything in South Africa today. Utilize all 24 hours, even when you're sleeping, to create wealth. And not wealth as in cash, recurring, steadfast, reliable, lifetime wealth. That is the system that we created for you. Leverage through technology. We give you the use of the system at no cost. By simply being a product owner of DuePoints, you get the entire system for free. You get our presentations daily. You get our technology. You get our staff and client service teams. You get our training. And when I say our training, I mean world-class training, proper training at no cost. Our encounters around the country at no cost. We don't ask you this evening to buy a starter kit. That's not what's going to happen. We're not going to ask you to pay monthly admin fees. We're not going to ask you to pay for the application forms. Tonight, it's simply a case of filling a form up and picking the tool up and starting from where you are now and building wealth from that point forward. Not going backwards first. That's been your experience everywhere else. It's why we have such stigma always used to tease. I haven't had it in a long time. But I used to have people in the audience who watch the entire presentation like this. They watch it over this elbow at me. Because that's the defensive elbow. You're not taking my money. We're not taking your money, ladies and gentlemen. Not tonight. Tonight you'll be able to become a wealth engineer without any cost. That was the idea. That's what we wanted to build here at DuePoint. In addition, because we're not going to make you sell, and you need to remember that, you're not selling anything at DuePoint. You don't have to sell anymore. Those days are gone. Old tools failed. They failed. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. They failed. No selling. What we're going to ask you to do is just connect via our technology. It means you're not a rep, you're not an intermediary, you're not a broker, you're not an advisor, you're not a salesperson, you're not an employee, you're not any of those things. You're simply somebody that uses our tech to connect people. And it means that you don't need any particular qualification or education to do this. You just need a willingness to do something that doesn't look and smell and taste like a job. That's all you've got to have, is the willingness to do that. Folks, if you are willing to do that, it means then that you are one of the everyone that is capable of building an asset with us here at DuePoint. An asset is something that you can price and sell. You'll be able to do that with your channels here. And an asset is something that's going to outlive you. At DuePoint, this channel you build, this income that you create every month, is automatically going to pass to your children when you pass away one day. This means that we create intergenerational wealth here. Intergenerational. Nothing that you have done before will do that. Not your career, not your business, not any of the things you've sold before. None of them were transferable to your children. But now you have something this evening. You have an asset that will be transferred to your children when you pass away. This changes everything about wealth creation. In South Africa, we have created a separate economy. One economy is dying. Another one is being built by DuePoint, one that will transcend the generations with us here. As a 70-year-old insurance company, we can say that. We have already transcended generations as a company. We're going to do it again with the DuePoint system. And all we're going to ask you to do is tap your phone. You've got to have some minimum requirements. Here's your minimum requirement. You need a smartphone and the ability to tap it. So if you have no fingers and no smartphone, you can't do DuePoint. I apologize. But if you have a smartphone and you have the ability to tap your phone, then you have the ability to connect people to us. And as you tap your phone and connect your people to us, your platform of distribution will begin. These people will connect people to us. They will see the similar presentations to the one you're seeing tonight, and they will go out using our technology and connect more and more people to us. Folks, this has been happening for half a decade already. You're not the first to do it, and I'm not hoping it happens like this. This is exactly how channels of distribution grow. People have come to me more recently again. It was an old one. I used to get it 5 years ago, but now I'm getting it again. No, this is a pyramid scheme. Really? Does that look like a pyramid to you? It doesn't look like a pyramid to me. No, ladies and gentlemen, we have 9 regulators that look after us. 9. This gray hair was not here before I started this business. This is regulator gray hair. They are on site. They are in our offices. I'm not certain they'd allow us to run a pyramid scheme. Now, what this is organic distribution. It is, in fact, how all companies create distribution. They just use it or use different platforms to do it. And what we use here is technology and you. Once you've done this, we come along then as the insurance company DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this platform for you. You didn't have to sell anything to anyone. We did it. And as a result of that, we're able to then distribute wealth to you in 2 different ways. The first way, the most important way, is through our returns program. It pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that those payments are made, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payments are made. Sounds super complicated, doesn't it? But it's not. This is how easy it is. You're going to take your phone, you're going to tap it, and you're going to connect a few people. They'll take a product, pay for it, and when they do, you're going to get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand, not once, every month going forward when that product is sold. I can't move because I've got the camera. See the black stripes? I can't move. But you can move if you'd like. Why don't you run to there? Then you can see it there if you want. Go for it. I'm glued to the black stripes on the stage. These folks will go out and using our technology, they will connect individuals to us as well. And when they do and take a product, again, you're going to get R27.50 times 200%, 55 Rand every time that product is paid for. So you've got a couple of levers of control here. One is if these individuals take more than one product, you get more than 155 Rand. So it becomes 110 for 2 products, 165 for 3 products, and so on and so on and so on, the more products that they take. The other leverage that you have is that you've now created a recurring stream of income instead of a transactional cash payment. That's everything you've done before, including your job. Your job is transactional cash. Work for me for a month and you're going to get one payment. You quit your job or you don't return the next month, there is no payment. Here, you've had a single connection to us and you have created a stream of income thereafter. Now, how much would you like to earn? In this example, handful of connections, you're earning 1,000 Rand a month. It's 12,000 Rand a year. But that's not enough for most of you. So keep connecting. That's why I said if you're willing to get out there and do it, then you can create any amount of income you want in our system. There is no limit. We don't cut you off. As long as you're qualified to earn, you can earn on any point in your channel. You can grow this channel as big as you like. We don't cut you off. We had a great guy, I'm going to talk to him about him later, on our stage just a few weeks ago, and he was saying, this is where I've caught DuePoint, they're a Ponzi, they're a pyramid, because we don't cut you off. But as he began to understand the mathematics that we use in this business, he understood that this was different from everything else he'd ever seen before. Folks, no matter what level of wealth you would like to create, no matter what, you can come to me with your wildest dream. You can create it here, but you're going to have to do two things. Firstly, you're going to have to put time in, and secondly, you're going to have to connect people. You don't do those two things, you don't create wealth. Now, it's interesting. People are saying, I'm willing to connect people. That's easy, just tap my phone, but I'm unwilling to put time in. Now, that's really interesting. It's a demonstration, again, of our culture in South Africa. We have people here who say, no, I need this all to happen in the next 90 days, because that's what I learned on Facebook and WhatsApp. You see, on Facebook and WhatsApp, I'm always seeing these new things that come in from overseas and blow in, and they say, look, you're going to be rich in 3 months. Do you know anybody who's got rich off of any one of those things in 3 months? No, but that's what you want us to be. Now, unfortunately, folks, in the real world, because that's not the real world, wealth takes time. If you're willing to put the time in, then we can create wealth with you. We use a very simple example here, but you can grow any way you like. But our example, that is based off of our experience over the last 5 years, is what we call 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 says in your first month with us, connect 3 people, and then in every month thereafter, connect just 2 people. That's it. You see that even if you're busy, you can fit 2 connections in. You've got to tap your phone 3 times to connect 1 person to us. That means you have to connect your phone 6 times a month. Tap your phone 6 times a month. I'm sure that all of you could tap your phone 6 times. You've probably done it 6 times since this presentation started. Without me seeing, like the free Wi-Fi, download, upgrade apps, upload OS. Folks, it's a simple task. Can you do 2 people a month every month? Because if you can, without stopping, you're not allowed to stop. You've got to do 2 in December when you're on a holiday. You're going to find them on the beach somewhere. You've got to do 2 in Easter. Wherever you go, every month you've got to do 2 people at least. And if there's 2 solid paid connections, well then, after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month with us. That's 30,000 Rand a year that you've created off the back of 2 connections a month. If you think that that's not a lot of money, well then connect more people. Don't come and tell me you can't earn fast enough at DuePoint. You can earn as fast as you like. Just connect more people. If you can do it for 6 more months a year, then just 2 people a month will grow you generally and on average a channel worth around 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year after 1 year with us. It's engineering a 10,000 Rand a month increase for yourself that you're in control of, you can't get retrenched or fired from. It's your asset. It's your tool that you've used to create this income. You have to start asking yourself the question as I run through the maths here. What are you doing right now that will engineer this for you this year? What is it? The economists tell us we need to start expecting salary decreases, not salary increases anymore. The economy cannot sustain increases anymore. I was looking, one of the major insurance companies was in the paper this morning, released their most recent results, and it came as quite a shock to everybody that for the first time since their launch 30 years ago, their book is sliding backwards at unprecedented rates. What are we going to do, folks? Do we believe the old tools still work? Do we believe it? Because if you do believe it, of course, you won't want to pick this up. But I think that you're missing a piece of information. If you keep connecting people 2 every month for 2 years, you can reasonably expect to be on about 27 to 30,000 Rand a month with us. 27 to 30,000, 360,000 Rand a year. You didn't do this for 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't do it for 2 months. You did it for 2 years. If you carried on and did it for a 3rd year with us, it would rise to about 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. If you did it for 4 years, it would be up to about 60,000 Rand a month. And if you do it for half a decade, now that's not 5 months, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the first 50 people you talk to that say no. This is connecting 2 solid paid people every month for 5 years. Then you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's R1 million a year. There are only 0.5% of people in South Africa that earn that much. It's 35,000 and change worth of individuals in South Africa that earn that much. 0.5%. You can engineer it for yourself in 5 years. You're not in competition with others around you for the promotion into the 3 senior spots. No. Here, you've got none of those limitations. It's a matter of saying, I will put 5 years in. We work in years at DuePoint, not in months and weeks. So every now and then I'll have someone come up to me and say, Brendan, I can't get this thing to work. I've spoken to everyone. I've been going and going. It's just not happening. I say, how long have you been here? Normally it's around 3 or 4 months. And I go, 3 or 4 months? You've been here for 4 minutes. Just keep going. Just keep going. This is based now off of actual experience. We know what people do that put their heads down and put the time in. We know what they do. So it's not like fun with spreadsheets. This is what you can do where you're willing to go the distance. Time and numbers, the 2 things you've got to do to create wealth. In fact, anywhere in the world, in any job or business, those are the 2 ingredients you have to put in to succeed. Very few are willing to do it. That's why only 0.5% actually succeed at the end of the day. It's got nothing to do with the systems or the companies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we put people on the stage to show you that this can be done and to show you that it can be done at different rates. You don't have to be the person that shoots the lights out and in 90 days is wealthy and on boats and buying cars and new houses. You don't have to be that person because you might be busy. You might not know lots of people. You might not have the selling personality. And so it might just take you longer. But we show you everybody so that you can see that you're not alone in this pursuit. This last week, 2 weeks ago, we had up Michael. Michael's been with us for 18 months. 18 months. And over that period of time, he's built a channel worth 9,300 and something bucks a month. He was meant to do that in 12 months. Why didn't he do it in 12 months? Well, because he's busy. He doesn't have time. He has a full-time job. You might notice he's not here. He does it only when he can. But he's not crying. He's not crying about 9,000 bucks a month. He's only too happy to get the 9,000 Rand a month into his channel or into his bank account every month. It's the second paycheck. He gets paid at the beginning of the month. And then, as I said, 2 days ago, he got paid again. What does that do for you, ladies and gentlemen? What does a second paycheck do? Nobody quits their jobs to be wealth engineers. This is the second paycheck that you can engineer for yourself. Then we had Philip up. Philip's got a fantastic story. He lives down in Georgia on a farm. I understand he's about 15 kilometers away from the closest city. All right, so those of you who say, well, I don't know anyone, neither does Philip. And he has no hope of ever meeting anyone else. He is stuck on a farm in the middle of nowhere. He has to work his farm. But it does mean that using our technology, he can break the borders of that farm. He doesn't have to move. He doesn't have to walk. He just picks his phone up. He loads up his PC, turns his TV on, and utilizing that technology, he's able to build. And in 7 months, he's built a channel worth 19,000 Rand a month. 7 months. Was 2,500 Rand not enough for you after 6? What about 20? You will find everybody at DuePoint. People earning a couple hundred Rand a month. People earning tens of thousands of rands a month and beyond. You might say, but I earn 125,000 Rand. That's fine. That's not a problem at DuePoint. It's not a problem. Go to our YouTube channel. So in YouTube, search for DuePoint, click on the channel, scroll down just under Getting Started. You'll find Wealth Engineers Tell All. And there's got to be well over 100 testimonies of individuals, just 2 or 3 a month, that we've put on the stage over the last half decade that have changed their circumstances permanently because of what they've done with the DuePoint tool. Where do you lie in all of this? Go and watch them and decide for yourself. The second way we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards program. It is our training program. You know, at the end of the day, people come to me and say, this is amazing, but I don't know how to do it. Well, fantastic. I'll take your hand and I'll teach you how to do it. Through our XP Rewards program, we will teach you how to become a social entrepreneur, how to build permanent wealth, how to change everything about your personal circumstances. As you go through the training, we reward you with XP points. They accumulate. As they accumulate, naturally your channel will grow. And when they meet the criteria in the training program, we rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you. We reward you with cash, growing cash as you rank up. And then we give you tools to help you along the way. Many of the tools you can buy off of our website. Go to our store on our website and we'll have them delivered to you. Those of you here this evening can buy them outside. What do you need? Do you battle with data? We've got USB sticks with the presentations on. You don't have to worry about data anymore. Do you need business cards? We'll make the business cards for you. Everything you can order online through our website and here at our counter. We got the tools for you. Then it ranks 7. We give you an imported gold gilded set of business cards for you. Gold leaf. Gold leaf on business cards is not something you see every day. You might see fake gold ink. You might see some guy with a Koki rubbing it on the edges. This is gold gilded business cards. 20,000 Rand set. It's in your name. It's a tool you use to connect people to us. Suddenly, we don't look like everything else. And then at rank 9, what are those two ingredients? Time and numbers. Those of you who've mixed those two in have committed to the purpose and process of building wealth. Well then, achieving rank 9 and maintaining that channel size every year means that every year, for the rest of your life, we take you and your family away, not just you and your family away, on a 5-star business class, all expenses paid trip for a week. We go every year. Again, I'm not hoping to deliver on this. We go every year. We can show you rank 9s and their families going away with us. New locations every year. A life changed. No expense spared and no expense incurred by our wealth engineers. We pick them up from their house and we deliver them back there. We booked to go 7th of December. The days are ticking down. We're going to be gone in no time on our next trip. The air tickets are booked and we're waiting. We're waiting for the new rank 9s. Who's going to join us? Every year there's new rank 9s that come with us. It's a growing group. Who's coming with us this year? That's a question you've got to answer. And while you're deciding, let me show you real rank 9s and their families traveling with us. Just this week, we've been working on the little gifts that we give away through the course of the week. And it's such a tangible reminder of how significantly we're going to change lives at DuePoint. The little things reminding us of how the major changes are occurring at DuePoint at the moment. Life has changed already for hundreds, if not thousands, of South Africans through the DuePoint system. It's really a question of when you move from spectator to participator in our system. When does it happen? Does it happen at rank 9 or does it happen at rank 11? At rank 11, we give you your own car. It's not financed through us, it's not rented from us, it's not branded, and we don't take it away from you when your production drops off. That's your car. It's a tool of wealth creation. And it's what you get for putting time and numbers in. You won't get any of this in the first 90 days. You won't. Because you haven't put time in. But if you stick around, then like those people, months and years turn into change forever. That's what we do. And we build all of this off of the back of our financial services products. Like I said in the beginning, we've got 4 choices here. Access Wealth is 324 Rand a month, gives you 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover and your very own tax-free investment account. We've got our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, gives you 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no maximum age limits, no medical examinations or declarations. We've got our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. Starts at 299, but it's got a whole host of options. You can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, 5 or 10 family members on the plan with you, and you get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. So that when you pass away, we settle 10,000 Rand of your debt for you. Then our 4th product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's $2.99 a month to be a member. It gives you access to our suppliers. As a corporate, we've got hosts of suppliers. They're constantly coming to us asking to be on our panel. And you get access to them, where you get discounts and prices and vouchers and VIP services and all sorts of things you couldn't get as an individual, you can now get through our Wealth Points Buyers Club. And that means that you have the ability to start controlling your expenditure again. That was the 2 things you'd lost control of, income and expenditure. We've solved both through our products and our system. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to know more about the products. That's fine. We have training videos on every single one of them. Every single one of them has got a full comprehensive training video. You will see every single T and C of the products available to you. You can find them on our website. You can find them on our YouTube channel. You can ask the person who brought you here this evening. They'll play it for you. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, our task is wealth creation. Wealth creation. And we build it off of the back of these products. We wrap this entire business in what we call our Achiever Quest. Our Achiever Quest is to get you off the starting blocks immediately and then to sustain you as you run this journey. What it says is that in every calendar month, if you're able to put 10, 20, or 30 people in that calendar month and have them paid in the same calendar month, well, then we'll boost your returns and rewards by 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand. You can do that every month. I was just talking to some wealth engineers yesterday. They've done it 4 months in a row now again. I mean, we only show 1 or 2 on the stage, but there are so many people doing it at the moment. 4 months in a row. That's 20,000 Rand that they've made for themselves on top of their returns and rewards for the last 4 months. If they keep going, they'll get 120. They'll get 60,000 for the year if they keep going at that speed. If they pick it up, it's 120 or 180,000 Rand a year you can create more. Some people have said, no, it takes too long to make money here. They've said that because of what they've seen on WhatsApp and Facebook, the lies that they see there. But I kind of laugh at them. I go, no one creates real, sustainable, lifetime, intergenerational wealth as fast as we do. If you want money now, go do it. 10 connections is nothing. It's nothing. You can do 10 connections in 1 meeting. And we look at how many people are watching this live right now. You can imagine the tens of individuals that are going to be joining DuePoint in just the next 4 hours. Scores of tens out there. You can do it in 1 moment if you want. You have the ability here to lever your income in a way you cannot do anywhere else. It doesn't matter what you do. Come and explain to me how you're able to keep up with this, with what you do. And I will show you that it's not the truth. It's a perception and it's incorrect. Here you have incredible leverage. Folks, you want to find out more about us. You know, if you're a guy like Philip Fourie, he spent months looking at us before he even signed up. Months. He'll tell you that. He watched every video. He researched me. He researched Rob. He did all of it. That's fine. Go and do it. That's a wonder of the modern economy, and it's the wonder of being a public company. Everything about us is online. Everything. You can go to the JSE's website. Look us up under Conjure Capital. You'll find us there, listed on the JSE. Then because we're listed, we have to publicly display our financial statements. Go to Constantia's website. There's all of our financial statements, our directors, what they eat for breakfast, where they go on holiday, and our BEE status. Whatever waves your flag is out there. You can see every detail about us. There's nothing to hide. It's not like the thing that blew in from China and has already left and taken all your money. You know, and you can find us. We're right here. This is not like one of those things. It is not at all like that. Go to the regulator's website and look up our licenses. Those of you here in the room with me, you can go see them on the wall if you'd like. But there, go to the FSCA's website. Life, short-term, medical, FSP licenses, they're all listed there. Go and see who we are and what we're doing. If you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, super simple, 4 things you've got to do for me. First of all, you've got to sign up. You've got to sign up. Go to our website, DuePoint.net, click apply, join, fill out the application form. Less than 3 minutes, you're a wealth engineer. Not a single cent having parted from your pockets this evening. Not a cent. And this evening, you can start creating wealth. Somebody said to me, no, but how long do I have to wait before I can start? You can start right now. Go sign up and start. This evening before you go to bed, start connecting people. But you have one problem. The problem is you don't know how to connect people. First step in solving that problem is you've got to get the technology. You've got to download our app this evening. If you don't have a smartphone, you can't do this business. Get a smartphone. If you haven't got one, tomorrow morning, first thing, purchase smartphone. It's on your list. If you've got a smartphone, download our app. Once you've got our app, then you need to learn how to use it to connect people to us. This is not something you know automatically. It's something you need to be trained on. So go into the app, open it, click Tools in the bottom right-hand corner, and watch the training videos. The training videos will teach you everything you need to know about the technology and how to build wealth with us. Once you've done that, well, then you can start connecting South Africans to us. And once you've connected 3 people, you start making money. That's all you got to do. 3 people. Get it done tonight. Get it all done this evening, and by tomorrow, you know you're growing your wealth with us. Connection after connection. I always love this. I love this presentation, not because I end up talking to the camera some nights by myself, because everybody's going Thursday. Forget it. It's Pooza Thursday. I'm not going out. But more because we know that we've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday ahead of us for wealth creation. That's, you didn't have any time during the week, but we know from lunch hour tomorrow you've got time. That means you've got 48 hours plus half a day. You're sitting on 60 hours of time now to create wealth. If you become a wealth engineer this evening, from tomorrow morning, you've got 3 days in a row to be building wealth with us. By Monday next week, already things could be different in your life with us. This is a nationwide business, folks. It's 24/7, 365 across the nation. And every couple of weeks, we're in a different city. We go to these cities so that people can see that we're real. You watch us live on the TV every single night. You want to come and see what we actually look like. I'm actually a lot taller in real life than what you're seeing on TV. But anyway, we're going to be down in Cape Town on the 9th of November. The Cape Town bookings are going bananas. You know how it was like getting blood out of a stone for Nelspruit, and then suddenly we had a room full of people. Cape Town is just blowing us away with tickets. So that's awesome. Guys, if you do want to come, it doesn't matter. We don't run out of tickets because we book the venue later. We first find out how many people want to come. So jump onto our website or our app, click events, scroll down to the 9th of November, click attend, and book your and your guest tickets. Do it now so that we can get the right size venue for when we go down on the 9th of November. I'm super excited about the Western Cape. I can't believe the response we're having. Shows you that place, the Western Cape, is booming at the moment at DuePoint. And then rank 4s and above, just a reminder, you can book your tickets for next year's Converge Conference. It's our biggest showcase of the year. It's black tie, it's dancing ladies, it's fireworks. I'll be the dancing lady this year. It's fireworks. It's the big one. If you want to come to our biggest event of the year, but you're not rank 4, find a rank 4. Talk to the person who connected you. Get them to buy you a ticket. Get them bought now. Why? 2 reasons. There's only about 120 seats. It's an exclusive event, and it's first come, first serve. So if you don't get your ticket now, you don't get to come. Secondly, I know you're not going to have a cent of money from the middle of December through to the end of February. And this is the only conference we charge you for, because it's a 3-course meal. It's all the drinks you can drink all night long. And as I said, it's all the rest of the glamour. It's the only one you pay for. So if you're going to buy your ticket, buy it now before you run out of money. Get it done. Those of you who got returns and rewards this month, no excuses. Get that ticket booked. Folks, Tuesday, Heritage Day. It's an entire day to create wealth, or it's an entire day to lose money. That's your choice. We know that people will be spending money on Heritage Day. Drinking, eating, traveling, entertaining. But you can start your morning with us here in this room or watching us live at 10 a.m. We're going to do an introduction presentation on that morning so that you can start your day making money. It'll be done 10. Rob will be done, quarter to 11-ish? And you'll be out of here by 11:30, and then you can go and have your braai, you can go and have your shish and yama, whatever it is you booked for the day. Get it done afterwards, knowing that you made money. You didn't lose money on Heritage Day. Book it in. Start drawing your lists up. Take it seriously. Otherwise, you lose an entire day this month of wealth creation. You lose it if you don't use it. And we're making sure we don't lose it here at DuePoint. Folks, everything you need is online. Go find us. YouTube, Facebook, podcasts. If you find our videos are too data intensive, go to our store and buy your tools. Go out here without the tools. Get the tools. go to the store on our website and download our app from the stores. This is a 21st century solution to a 21st century problem that we have in South Africa today. No excuses, no bottlenecks, no problems. There is nothing wrong with the DuePoint system. It is just a matter of picking the tool up and connecting people to us. That's it. Folks, if you've got questions and concerns, those of you who are here can come and ask me outside. Those of you who are watching live, talk to your lead wealth engineers or call our client service team Monday through Friday and get your answers. Don't walk away with the wrong perception. Tomorrow at 12:15, we're live again. It's the start of your weekend. Get your guests together. Even if you're stuck at work, you can watch us live at work at 12:15 tomorrow. Gather them around a computer or a screen and let them watch us start creating wealth immediately. I will see you at 12:15 tomorrow. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.